Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lucy, and I have decided to make this YouTube channel so that I can share my experiences teaching overseas in Sweden. I also am so excited to go travel to so many different countries in Europe, and that I can share the beautiful scenery with all of you. And I hope to give some advice to people that are maybe thinking of relocating to Europe or moving to a new country and are thinking about teaching over here, or just, visiting and seeing all of the cool things that Stockholm and Sweden have to offer. So at the middle of March to end of March, I began to apply for schools in Sweden. I was able to land a job right before I graduated as a year 4 and 5 science teacher, which I love science, so I am so excited to be teaching this. And from there, I was able to apply for a visa with the help of the school, and that took a little bit of time. So it took about 2 months to hear back from them, and at that time, I had booked my flight 2 weeks in advance to when I was supposed to leave. So booking the flight, I had booked 3 different flights. They were like connecting flights all the way to Sweden. So I had gone from Philadelphia to Detroit to the Netherlands, Amsterdam, and then from Amsterdam to Stockholm, Sweden. So it was pretty exciting for everything to start setting in, and that I had my visa and that I had my flights booked, and all that was really left was the goodbyes, which were a little bit hard, and the next part of my journey made those goodbyes a little bit harder. So when I got to the airport, I was not able to check in just using the mobile app or to use those little kiosks there, just because it was an international flight, and with everything going on with COVID-19, it was a little bit more difficult to just check in online. So I had to go up to the desk and talk to the person. So I had gone up and everything was checking out, and they told me that I needed a paper that proved that I had no symptoms of COVID-19 or anything like that. And I had not known that I needed that. It did not say it on the website. No one informed me. So it took about 45 minutes for me to find that online, for them to print it in the bag, and for me to fill it out. And within those 45 minutes, I, thank goodness, checked my phone, and my flight to Detroit from Philadelphia was delayed 2 hours, meaning I would get to Detroit at 5:46, and my flight from Detroit to Amsterdam left at 5:45, meaning I missed my plane by just a minute. So after talking with this guy who was helping me, pretty much I had 2 options. I could either go to Detroit on my first flight, get in late, and have to stay a whole 24 hours in the airport until the next flight the next day. Or I could go home for 24 hours, try it again the next day, and just take the same exact times and flights all the way to Stockholm. It would just be, a day delayed. And so, no one really wants to stay in an airport for 24 hours. So I had decided to go home. And so all of the goodbyes that we did were just redone the next day. And so when we arrived, everything checked out. I got there 3 hours early just in case anything else happened. And so I went through security fine, everything was great. And I got onto my flight, and I actually was upgraded to Comfort Plus for the first flight, which was only an hour and a half, but it was pretty cool. I had some awesome leg space, and I was able to look out the window and see me departing Philadelphia, which was a little bittersweet. All of my other flights went well. I got on to my second flight from Detroit to the Netherlands, and they required you that they had the paper and that you would have to have it collected at the end of your second flight into Amsterdam. And so I didn't have to worry about that because I had already had the paper. And so when we got in, I did not even have to give it to them. I went through border control and they asked me all these questions like why was I coming, because at the moment Sweden and Netherlands and a lot of Europe are not letting any at-risk countries come over, and America and US is definitely a very high-risk country right now. So I was a little worried I wasn't going to be able to get in, but I got in fine. I gave them all my documentations and they accepted them. So I got in and I was able to take a train all the way into Stockholm because I had landed in Orlando, which is a little bit higher up than Stockholm. So I took that train into Stockholm, and from there I met the person that I am staying with, and then I was able to, take the bus to where we're staying, and I got in fine, and it has been awesome being here. My time schedules are a little off because when I was at home, it was 6 hours earlier. So right now it is about 6 o'clock and at home it is 12. So I've been going to bed a little bit later, getting up a little bit later, and I'm trying not to do that as much and to kind of slowly progress onto the regular schedule, just because in summer they have so much light and it's beautiful outside. 70 degrees outside, gorgeous. And in the winter, starting like November-ish, December-ish time, you only have about a couple hours. Like when I say couple hours, I will go into work at 8 and the sun will be down. I will leave at around 3 or 4 and it will be down again. So, during the summertime, Swedes like to get out a lot and to soak in the sun while they can. And I guess it makes it worth it that they have all those dark nights. But that has been my journey so far. I can't wait to talk about, things that are a little bit different in Sweden than they are in the US, and to just talk about all my experiences and when I start school and teaching all of the kids there. So I can't wait to keep sharing these experiences. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see any more videos, and I will see you all next time. Bye!